Hey my little cubs! Today we're going to do a dark eye tutorial. I'm using the Kat Von D palette and we're going to use 3 shades on the actual base of the eyelid, and then we're using a light shade on top to define the brow. Okay, so first we're going to put the lightest shade on in the corner of the eye, like so. Okay, now we're done with that, we're going to get the purple and we're going to put it on our eyeshadow stick again, and we're going to put it in the middle of our eye. Don't worry about blending out because we do that after we put all 3 colours together on the eyelid. When using the Kat Von D palette, it's recommended to not use a lot because their colours are very pigmented and just goes on really well, really quickly, and sometimes you can accidentally put too much on. And now we're getting the darkest colour out of all the 3 shades that we're putting on the eyelid on the outside of the eyelid. And when we do this, we're going to put a slight off the eyelid to give it a bit of a flick for when we actually do add the eyeliner on, to give it more definition. Now we've all done, we'll have to smudge them all together now, like I said before. It does look rough now, but after you've smudged it together it just smears and like makes it all blend together nicely. But like I said, with the Kat Von D makeup, it easily can make too much of a colour in one spot. So as you can see here, I had to remove some from the outer eyelid because you don't want too much there, because you don't want to bring it over where the eyeliner is actually going to go, because you don't want to put it below it because it'll look too messy. Okay, now an easier way to clean off the top of the eyeshadow is getting a cotton bud and just doing a oval motion on it, just where the bone is, because you don't want it to look too clean but you want it to look smudged out. And now we're getting the lightest shade on the palette and we're putting it over where the brow bone is and above where the eyeshadow is to make it more defined. Now we're going to get the liquid eyeliner and we're going to make a relatively thick line all the way across with a flick at the end. I'm keeping the flick, instead of more out on the side of your face, more upwards, because I feel like it makes your eyes look bigger and bolder that way, instead of slanted down, and makes it more like closed. Okay, now you're done with that, you have to wait till your eyeliner is dried, so I'm just going to quickly just fan it and wait for it to dry so it doesn't double on the top of your eyelid when you open your eye properly. Now we're going to get a gel eyeliner. This is a Maybelline one that I used in my last video, and we're only going to put a little bit on because you don't want to make it too messy, because we want to make this very slick and clean on the bottom eyelid. We don't want to put it on the actual under of the eye. Okay, now you can see how my eyeliner has printed on the top of my eyelid, and this is what I was saying before about how you have to wait till it dries. But this is no problem because all you do is get a cotton swab and you just put some of your own saliva on there and just push the cotton swab on and just twist don't smudge because it'll push all your makeup to one side. If you twist, it's clean and it comes off straight away. And then you just add some of the makeup that you were using before on top, just to get a bit of disguise and you weren't able to see it. Now we're going to use the mascara. I got this one from Asda and it's the best one I've ever used. I don't know why, I nicked it off my sister once and I just fell in love with it as soon as I used it. So just coat a lot of this on because you want your eyes to be very bold on this sort of eye tutorial, because it's dark, and if it's dark you want it to be bold. Make sure to do the bottom eyelashes too, but when I do it I usually take the tip of the eyelashes mascara off on the bottom because I don't like them to be too long because they look a bit like spider legs and it's a bit too fake for me. And now we're going to get a concealer and we're going to just dot it on the bottom of the eyelid. I've already done this on the other eye so I don't need to apply it on that eye. And we're just doing this to highlight it, since we put all this eyeshadow on and eyeliner, it's going to run slightly down the eyelid, so we're just putting the normal flesh colour back into the eye. Now we're going to get our powder brush and we're just going to quickly go over the face with the powder brush, just so it sets everything that's been happening. And like I said before, with the eyeshadow, it can, like, little grains of it can fall down your face and it can make it discoloured. And then we're done. We just take down our clips and sort out a hair. And we're ready to go show off our new eyes. So, bye my little cubs. See you in the next video.